Man, what's up, y'all? JSB the Creator, and I'm back again with a new video today for y'all. In today's video, I'm gonna be working on some Vans.
Got my Vans on, but they look like sneakers. Got my Vans on, but they look like sneakers. Got my Vans on, but they look like sneakers.
I'm gonna be hitting those Vans with the little Iron Maiden rock and roll theme. They want me to heavy metal these Vans the out. I mean, make them look worn, make them look gnarly, make them look as wildly crazy as possible. So I'm gonna go all out on these Vans, man. They're gonna have spikes, chains, blood, guts, all of it. But yeah, man, I'm a little excited to get to these because it's something I've never done before. Whenever an artist, gets to do something or try something they've never done before, there's a level of excitement that's with it. So I may be a little, calm right now, but trust me, my energy is up here in terms of me trying to get this done. So I'm excited. We gotta go pick up the Vans. Let's go pick up the Vans and rock them Vans out. So that's what we're gonna do. We'll become a rock star for this video. So let's get it popping. Ha!
Alright, like I said earlier, theme of the shoe, make it look as beat up as possible. So I took some bleach, it ain't the Clorox brand, it's a little cheap brand, but threw some bleach on the tongue. As you can see, it worked out good. Next up, I'm gonna burn the logos. As you can see in the background, that is my student slash assistant, Sheena La Chinita. Y'all go check out her nail page, Nails by Sheena La Chinita. I taught her everything she knows, so if you see something fire, it's because of me. Nah, I'm just kidding. She be killing stuff on her own. She a fire artist in her own right. Should be helping me with this fire, but that's a whole nother story. So now after burning up the tongues, I'm gonna age the midsole. A lot of people use different techniques on aging their midsoles, but I'm gonna go with Remix Your Kicks age dye. I always use Remix Your Kicks soul dye, and it came out perfect. After the first coat, it's gonna look really dark, but it has to sit and let the sole absorb the dye, and man, it came out smooth. So shout outs to Remix Your Kicks, man. Here we have typical stencil work. I forgot to mention this earlier, but this is a Linkin Park / Iron Maiden custom. So, he wants some specific things for Iron Maiden, some specific things for Linkin Park, like Chester's flame tattoo, a little tribute to him, Iron Maiden on the midsole, Linkin Park on the other midsole, stuff like that. What I'm about to do now is some spike application. I never put spikes in the shoe before, so what I'm doing now is I'm punching holes around the eyelets. Basically, the holes are for the screws. You put the screws in the hole, and then you attach the spike part to the opposite end of the screw, and then you screw them on with a screwdriver. So basically, it's a bunch of screwing going around. But yeah, I got these spikes off of Amazon. I'm probably gonna leave the link in the description below. They're not expensive. They're pretty cheap. You can get them. It's pretty easy to do, like I said. Now it's time for the highlight of the shoe. The client wanted me to take both of these album covers from Iron Maiden and Linkin Park and put them on the shoe. So instead of painting the images, I am going to use these fabric transfer sheets to heat press the images onto the side of the shoe. So I'm going to cut them out, line them up with the panels on the Vans, and I'm going to heat press them onto the side of the shoe. All right, some advice for pressing is leave the iron on medium. Also, you want to have a heat transfer paper, so that way you're not putting the iron directly on top of the image, because it will burn that image up and it will mess up the image. Also, lightly press the image, because the goal with the mini iron is to just get the image to stick for now. The real way to get that heat transfer paper to stick is by using a heat gun. Also here, I was going to leave the Vans logo exposed, but I decided not to. I decided to cover it up. But now I'm going to use the heat gun, and basically that will get that glue to bond to the surface much better. Press it down hard while using, the heat gun and everything, and your image will get to stick. Sometimes when you're cutting out your image, it might not be perfect all the way. So what I would do is any little gaps or any little spaces, I would trim it off of the image on the fabric transfer sheet, and then I'll just cover up that little gap with the image. And as you can see, that's how they look on both sides. Fire, right? Threw some chains on I picked these chains up from like Walmart or somewhere. Pretty cheap, like $2. Maybe I stole it, maybe I didn't, who knows. I'm not incriminating myself or anything, but they're pretty cheap chains. Just throw them through the lace loops, stick them on there, pretty good. To add to that worn effect, I went and grabbed an X-Acto knife or whatever tools I could use to just damage up the leather panels as much as I possibly could to make it look as worn and beat up as possible. To add to the craziness of the shoe, I went ahead and threw some blood splatter on the toe. I got these lit laces from Lit Laces. Get it, winky face? They're black leather laces with the gunmetal tips to add to the kicks, and voila. Once again, guys, thanks for checking out today's video, man. I did on these Rockstar Vans. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, this was probably the most fun I've had doing a project. I really enjoyed working on these, and I think it was just because of the fact that I didn't really have to be focused on trying to make sure everything was uniform, making sure everything was, the lines were straight, making sure that, you know, the colors were in the right place and everything, because I just went wild on these. Anything that was a mistake worked because the shoe needed to look as beat up as possible. The more loose feeling when you could just like go ahead and just like go crazy on a shoe and it turned into something that's completely in the vision of what the client wanted. I'm really impressed with how these came out. You know, I usually don't get too stuck up on things that I do. I usually just say, oh, I did a good job on these are cool, but I really like how these came out, and they are probably one of my favorite pieces of all time. So, you know, I got the Chester tribute right there on the Linkin Park shoe, his tattoos, you know, got the Linkin Park album covers right there on both sides, got the Iron Maiden album cover on the both sides. I got the Iron Maiden on the back right there with the United Kingdom flag right there, you know what I mean? And I got the spice, got the chains, got everything that they wanted, and boom, shaka laka laka, this is how they came out. And like I said, I'm ranting about how much I like them, but I really enjoy these. But yeah, hopefully I was able to be informative with the way I use the fabric sheets to transfer the images onto the shoe. You know, that's something that I feel like I'm gonna use a lot more often going forward and for more detailed type of work. But hopefully I gave y'all enough information for y'all to be able to do it on your own as well. But yeah, I enjoy doing these. Until next time, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. You know, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And if you didn't like it, keep it moving. It's all good. Hopefully you guys enjoy your day, night, or wherever it is, wherever y'all at. And till next time,